Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this video, welcome. I am going to be your teacher, Courtenay Porter. Let's do this over. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to Yoga at the Better Off Wet. I am your teacher, Courtenay, and today we're going to be doing a practice that is focused on the sacroiliac area and any dysfunction that you might have through your pelvis. And this might be resulting in some lower back pain, maybe some pain around the piriformis, and it's not too uncommon for people to experience this. I think the majority of us have felt this pain at some point or another in our life. And so this practice is going to be about 30 minutes, and it's really focused on both stretching and strengthening through this area. It's going to be beneficial whether or not you have these issues, but if you are experiencing these issues, what we want to do is not only stretch it and to help relax and release, but very often these problems that we're having are strength imbalances as well. So we're going to be doing a lot through the core, through the hamstrings, through the quads in order to help ameliorate some of these symptoms. So I recommend that you have a blanket or a pillow or a towel. You are probably, if you have sensitive knees, going to want to put that under your knees at some point during this practice. I'll let you know when that is. And then other than that, go ahead, get yourself nice and ready, and we're going to go ahead and lie down on the mat. So I'm going to move this battery pack. But we're going to just start nice and easy, lying down on our backs. And if you like, you can have your knees bent if that's more comfortable for your lower back. I just want you to find wherever you can rest easiest here, and just close your eyes and breathe. Just real simple. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling back out the nose. And if you have allergies, deviated septum, any reason why breathing in and out the nose is just not appropriate for you, feel free to breathe in and out through the mouth. I just ask that you do it with as much control as we're doing with the nasal breathing. Just take a few more breaths here. Good, and then you're going to slowly start to bring your knees towards your chest and just hug them gently. Nothing too aggressive. If it feels good to rock, rock. If it feels good to stand still, stand still. Kind of find where you are today and meet yourself there. And then you're going to go ahead and let the left leg come all the way down to the mat. You can have a bent knee if you prefer. I'm going to have a straight leg, and I'm going to hug the knee towards the center line of my chest. So I'm pulling my right knee towards my sternum. We're going to have a bulldog visitor in a minute. Thank you for helping, sir. Good. And then we're going to keep that right knee bent. We're going to put the sole of the foot towards the ceiling, grab the foot from either side with our hands, and just start to pull that right knee down towards the right side of the mat, as if we were actually going to tap that knee there. Mine doesn't. If yours does, more power to you. Mine does not. I'm feeling extra stiff today, so this will be a good one for me as well. Good, and then go ahead and hug the knee towards the chest. We're releasing the foot, and we're gonna bring our left hand to the outside of the right knee and just pull it over into the gentle twist towards the left side. You can reach your right arm out. Don't worry if the knee doesn't go all the way down, especially as we're just starting our practice today. You might be cold, you might be tight. It just might not be your range of motion. Good, and then slowly bring the knee back to center. Bring the left knee up to meet it. Give yourself a hug here. And then we're gonna do the opposite side. So we're gonna let that right leg come down to the mat. Remember, you have that option to bend the right knee and have the right sole of the foot. And I'm starting to pull that left knee towards the center line of my chest. And don't get so stuck on it actually lining up exactly with the center. If that's where you are comfortably, then stay there. But if you're not quite making it to that center line, just moving towards the center line is sufficient to access what we want. Good, keep the left knee bent, sole the left foot towards the ceiling, grab that foot with both hands and start to drag that left knee down towards the left side of the mat. And I do want you to keep some pressure moving your left foot into your hands so it's not completely lax here. You want to have some activation as we do this. Good, and then release the foot, hug the knee towards the chest. Right hand to the outside of the left knee, start to pull it over to the right side for that twist. Good, and then coming back to center, hug the left knee towards the chest, hug the right knee towards the chest. Good. And then go ahead and bring both of the feet down to the mat. And I want you to bring your thumb and your index finger to the bottom of your ribs and to the top of your hips. And I want you to contract and press your lower back towards the mat and just feel how the fingers come a little bit closer together. And then go ahead and release. And then pull the lower back to the mat once more. Release. And I just want you to start to activate the core here, going back and forth a few times between contracting and releasing, and just feeling the difference there. And then we're going to stay there with our lower back pressed to the mat. You're going to bring your knees up to the sky. Your ankles are in line with your knees, and bring both hands up towards the sky. And we're going to do a little dead bug action. So go ahead and reach the right arm behind you and the left arm forward, left leg forward, sorry. And then pull right arm, left knee up. And then reach, lengthen. Really controlled. Good, pull it back up. Keep that lower back pressed into the mat. One more time, reach and lengthen. Come back up. Now we're gonna change it a little bit. Reach the right arm back, the left arm, left leg down. Really stuck on it being an arm today. And get really long here. Really reach through the right fingertips to the left toes. Keep pulling the belly in. And then with a straight leg, we're going to reach the left leg up to the sky, the right arm up to the sky. Good, nice and controlled. Bend the left knee. We're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So the right leg drops, the left arm drops, really the left arm this time. Good. And then pull the knee and the arm back up. And then go ahead and drop. Pull it back up. Good, keeping that belly engaged. That's kind of the whole point of this right here. Good, now we're gonna do that long hold. Right arm down, left arm down. Reach, get nice and long. Keeping that right leg straight, you're gonna reach that right leg up to the sky. Left arm slowly comes up. Bend both knees. Now we're gonna do both sides back and forth. So we're gonna start with right arm down, left arm down. Pull up. Left arm down, right leg down. Pull up. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Nice and controlled. Good. Now we're going through our last left arm, right leg. Good, pull it up. Nice, hug the knees to the chest. Let the core relax. That one is sneaky. And then you can hook your hands under your knees and you can roll back and forth like 3 to 5 times, or you can just make your way up to a tabletop position. I'm gonna put my battery pack back on while you get to tabletop hands and knees. Excellent. So here we are, shoulders over elbows over wrists, pressing all of the knuckles flat into the mat, spreading out the fingertips, hips above the knees, ankles behind the knees. I'm gonna do a few rounds of cat-cow here. So we're gonna inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Good, exhale, tuck the tailbone, chin towards the chest, push the mat away. And again, inhale, chin lifts, tailbone lifts. Exhale, push the mat away. Inhale. Exhale, push the mat away. Good, come back to neutral. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. And then we're going to sweep that right arm underneath the left, bringing the right shoulder, right temple, right ear down to the mat. I'll turn so you can see. Good, and then left arm comes up, flip the palm over, back of the left hand on the right hip. So clearly my lefts and my rights are going to be my challenge for today's class. I love it. Good, go ahead and bring that left hand back down to the mat. You're gonna push into the left hand, slowly bring that right shoulder off the mat, reach the right arm up to the sky. Right hand comes down, opposite side. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, left arm underneath the right, left shoulder, left temple, left ear, comes down to the mat. Right hand resting by your left hip. Good, right hand comes down, pressing into it. Reach the left arm up, left hand comes down. Find our tabletop once more, big cat-cow, inhale. Exhale. Good. And now we're gonna do bird dog, which is basically dead bug that we just did, but now we're on our hands and knees. So we're gonna reach that left leg back, right arm forward, get really long here, and then exhale, tuck the elbow and knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach. We're gonna change it, I'll face you. So we're reaching, and then we're going to sweep the right arm to the side, the left leg to the left side. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep to the side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep to the side. Inhale, reach. Right arm comes down, left knee comes down, one big cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale, push the mat away. Good, come back to neutral, opposite side. So we're gonna bring that right leg behind us, left arm forward, big breath in as we get long. Exhale, tuck elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. This time we go to the side. Left arm to the left side, right leg to the right. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, sweep to the side. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, sweep to the side. Inhale, reach forward. Left hand comes down, right knee comes down, one big cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale, push the mat away. Now this time, stay in this arched position, come up onto your fingertips, and I want you to bring your right hip and right shoulder towards each other, feeling a stretch through the left side of the body. And then come back to center, stay in this high arch, left shoulder, left hip towards each other. Come back to neutral. Good. Bring the hands back down flat, walk them forward. You're gonna find yourself in a plank on knees. Come all the way down to the mat, belly on the mat. Your forehead can come down. I've got a microphone in my face, so that's not happening. Roll the shoulders back, start to press into the palm. Inhale up, looking forward, keeping the hips on the mat. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Press back up to plank on knees. And then curl the toes under, press back to down dog. Good, so palms are flat. We're rolling in, our shoulder blades down our back, eyes of the elbows facing forward or towards each other at the very least. And you can start to either twist side to side here with the hips and the heels, or you can walk the dog. Everybody's got kind of something that feels right to them as you first make your way into the posture. So go ahead and indulge in those movements. And then we're gonna come to a still point here. I want you to inhale the right leg up to the sky, and then exhale, relax that left ankle. Keep pressing into the hands. Bend the right knee, stack the right hip over left. So you're pushing your flexed right foot, your flexed heel away from you, but you're keeping the shoulders square, so you're not rolling open on the right side. Good. Inhale, reach the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the right armpit or elbow. Yep, this is actually part of the sacroiliac stuff. Inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Tuck, 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 tuck. Good, and then push the mat away. Plant the right foot on the mat. You're gonna bring your left knee down to the mat. So this is one of the instances where if you want that padding for your knee, go ahead and grab it. And then we're just going to drop our hips forward, roll the shoulders back in the lunge with the knee on the mat. And then we're gonna start to straighten the right leg, flexing the right foot, folding over it. Good, bend the knee, drop the hips. Exhale, straighten. Good, dropping the hips one last time here. Exhale, straighten. Come back forward into the lunge. Now I want you to bring the knee up off the mat. We're gonna do the same motion we just did. Straighten the right leg, fold over it. Exhale, sink into the lunge. Left knee stays off the mat. Straighten and fold. Exhale. Straighten and fold. Exhale. Good. Palms are nice and flat. We're going to sweep that right leg back up to the sky. Bend that right knee once more. Open up the hip. Inhale, straighten, square off the hips. Right leg comes down. Good, get settled in your down dog once more. And then opposite side. Inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, right ankle relaxes. Bend the left knee. Push the left hip over the right. Push the left foot away from you. Keep those shoulders level. Inhale, reach the leg straight. Exhale, left knee, left armpit or elbow. Inhale, reach the leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, leg to the sky. Exhale, bring the knee all the way through. Good, keep tucking it. Don't plant that foot yet. I do want you to engage your core. And then go ahead and plant that left foot. Right knee comes down to the mat or to that nice soft padding you added there. And then roll the shoulders back as you look forward in your lunge. And then exhale, straighten the left leg. Flex the left foot. If you want to keep the toes down, you may. I'm just getting a little extra with the flexed left foot today, so I'm doing that. Drop into the lunge and straighten. Drop into the lunge and straighten. Drop into the lunge. Right knee comes off the mat. Same action, just not bringing the knee to the mat. Straighten the left leg and lunge. Straighten and lunge. Straighten and lunge. I'm gonna move my blanket to the side. You can go ahead and do so if you like. Sweep the left leg up to the sky. Stack the hips. Good, straighten the left leg, square off the hips once more. Left leg comes down. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Just finding yourself in a nice, easy forward folding bend at the top of your mat. Good. It doesn't have, you can bend your knees if it feels good. You don't have to be perfect with it. Just kind of let your head hang, let the spine kind of come out of that lower back here. Feel the length. And then keep a bend in the knees as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. Roll the shoulders back when you get to the top. Good, inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive or pray down, forward folding bend. Inhale, coming up halfway, and that could be fingertips on the mat or on your shins. And then exhale, we're gonna step back to a high plank. Now you can either go straight to down dog and meet us there, or you can go through your vinyasa. It is up to you. Good, but all of us meeting in down dog. We reach the right leg up towards the sky. Step the right leg forward. Inhale, come all the way up to a lunge. So we're staying on the ball of the left foot. Arms are reaching up towards the sky, knitting the ribs in. So you saw that my left knee just bent because I'm feeling tight. So if I straighten that leg, I puff out. We want to keep nice and engaged through the core here. So today, bent leg for me. Right hand drops to the right side, Left arm reaches over for a side stretch. You will hopefully feel a big stretch through the left side of the body, through the left hip. From here, you're going to reach your left arm forward, right arm back. So we're twisting into our lunge. Good. Sweep both arms forward and up. Find your high lunge once more. Hands come down. Step back. You can go straight to down dog, or you can do another one of the vinyasas. It's just depending upon how much you want today, how much energy you have to burn off. Everybody meets in down dog. Good. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Step the left foot forward. Come up into high lunge on the left-hand side. So again, I'm pulling the ribs in. I feel that my right leg is bending to accommodate some tightness. And then my left arm drops, my right arm reaches over to the side. Big side stretch. Good. And then reach the right arm forward, left arm back. Find that twist. Woo! Catch yourself on the wall if you fall over, moving too quickly. Good, and then both arms up. Hands come down. Step back, down dog or vinyasa. Make it your own. And everybody meets in down dog. From here, inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. This time the back foot's gonna spin flat so we can come all the way up into warrior one. So we're thinking about pulling that right hip back, pushing the left hip forward, arms up and overhead. Hands interlace behind you. Remember which thumb is on top. Roll the shoulders back, drive the knuckles down as you look up, big breath in. Exhale, dive forward and inside your right leg. You are not hovering your weight on that leg. You're kind of floating to the side of it. Because yeah, you're engaging your core. Good, pull yourself all the way up with your knuckles. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, we're gonna open up warrior two. Good. I'm going to turn so you can see me. From warrior two, we're going to reach the right arm back and the left arm forward. Good. So it's like we've got this huge beach ball. And then we're going to come back through warrior two, and then right arm goes back, left arm goes over and forward. So beach ball in the opposite direction. Good. Now go ahead and bring your right elbow to your right knee. Left arm reaches forward, then up to the sky, and then you're going to wrap that left arm around behind you so that it's resting towards your right hip or around your right hip. And option to gaze up at the ceiling. You can look forward or down, whatever's best for your neck. Now I'm going to go ahead and start to bring my right hand to my right shin and straighten my leg to come into a modified triangle here. Now, if you can bring your hand down, go for it. I'm going to stay with the chin, or I'm sorry, the shin. Excellent. Looking down, reach the left arm up towards the sky. And then both hands come down. Step back, down dog or vinyasa. Your choice. Everybody meets in down dog. I switch for you. Good. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Step the left foot forward, right foot spins flat, all the way up warrior one. Hands come behind you, interlace fingers, opposite thumb on top. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, look up. Exhale, falling forward, floating on inside of left leg, bringing the knuckles off of your tailbone. Doesn't have to be high. And I don't want you to go so high that your shoulders fall forward. I want those shoulders back. Good. Pull yourself up with your knuckles. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Good. Left arm reaches over and back. Right arm reaches forward and under, beach ball. Keep that left knee bent. I know it's enticing to straighten it. Come all the way through warrior two. Left arm under and back, right arm over. So extended side angle with the beach ball. And then go ahead and bring that left elbow to the left thigh. Good, sinking into it as you reach that right arm forward a little bit more, and then sweep the right arm up to the sky, and then let it wrap around you so that right hand is touching the right hip. Option to gaze at the ceiling. Good, and then start to bring that left hand to the left shin. Find your triangle. Good. And then reach that right arm up. Go ahead and bring both hands down. Step back, down dog or vinyasa. All right, let's do it again. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Step the right foot forward, left foot flat. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace fingers. Inhale, roll the shoulders back as you gaze up. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, come all the way up through warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse with a beach ball. Extended side angle with a beach ball. Right elbow to right knee. Wrap that arm around behind you. Gaze at the ceiling. Hand comes to shin. Start to find your triangle. Good, this time look down. You're going to sweep up with your right hand. Up, 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 up. Straight-legged, reach it back. Yes. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step back. Vinyasa if you want to. All right. Everybody meeting left side. Inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, step the left foot forward, warrior one. Hands come behind you, interlace fingers. Roll the shoulders back as you look up. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, come all the way up and through. Warrior two. Reverse warrior beach ball. Extended side angle beach ball. Left elbow, left knee, reach that right arm forward, then up, then wrap. Good, and I really want that left knee bent. I really want you sinking into that lunge and trying to keep that left hip under you instead of pushing it back. I want engagement. If you're trembling, you're doing a good job. Good. Hand on the shin, start to find that triangle. Look down at your left foot, sweep the left arm up, up, up and back. Reverse triangle with a wrap. Good, and cartwheel the hands all the way down. Step back, down dog or vinyasa. Good, I'm gonna bring that blanket back because I know somebody's gonna want some padding. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Good. Come all the way up into a lunge. Now you can keep your hands up. You can bring your hands to your hips. I want you to, with control, sink all the way down, putting that left knee on that padding, and then I want you to do a hamstring curl. So you're gonna curl your left heel towards your left glute. Good. And then bring the toe down, press back up. We're going back down again. Sinking, hamstring curl. Left toes come down, come up. Good, last time, sink down, hamstring curl, toes down, press back up to the lunge, arms up and overhead, right hand comes down to the side, left arm reaches for a big stretch, left arm forward, right arm back, twist, right hand, left thigh, reach the left arm up and over, big stretch. And then we'll come back through the twist. Both arms up and overhead. Hands come down. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Optional vinyasa, down dog, or a three-legged vinyasa if you're feeling feisty today. Good. Finishing in down dog, both feet on the ground. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Come up into a high lunge. Good, so I'm gonna do what I did before. I'm gonna bring my hands to my hips, and then I start to slowly and carefully lower, bringing my right knee down to the mat, getting that hamstring curl here. So right heel towards right glute, toes come down, pressing back up to lunge. Sink with control, hamstring curl, toes down, come up. Last one, hamstring curl, toes down, come up. Arms up and overhead. Left hand drops, right arm reaches to the left side, big side body stretch. Right arm forward, left arm back twist. Left hand, right thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Big, big iliopsoas stretch here. Good, right arm forward, left arm back. Both arms forward and up. Hands come down. Sweep the left leg to the sky. Optionals go to down dog, vinyasa, or three-legged vinyasa. It's up to you. Good, everybody meets in down dog. Beautiful. Again, we're gonna inhale the right leg up. Step the left foot forward, bring the left knee down to the mat. Good. Now we're going to turn our left leg so it's perpendicular to our right. So it's lining up with the short edges of the mat. And we're going to start to come upright. I'm gonna straighten that right leg. I'm going to look to the side. So I'll turn for you. So I've got my hips and my shoulders lining up with the long edge of the mat, as is my right leg. I'm going to bring my left arm up and over as I slide the right hand down my right leg. I told you, all my lefts and rights and my arms and legs are all screwball today. It happens. Good, let's come all the way back up. We're gonna turn towards that right foot, bend the knee, rotate that leg once more, and you're gonna drop down into lizard's pose. So you're gonna walk the outer edge of your right foot to the outer edge of the mat, bring both hands to the inside of the leg, and you can just sink here. Now, if you're more open through the hips, you're welcome to bring yourself down to your forearms if you have a block. So maybe you're not going all the way down to the mat, but you know, enough of a block to create a little bit more stretch, you can do that. Good. And then we're slowly gonna back out of this. We're gonna bring both knees down to the mat. I wanna do one cat-cow here. Inhale, exhale. Come back to neutral. I'm gonna walk those hands forward once more, curl the toes under, press back down dog. If you wanna get your vinyasa in, go for it. I'm gonna switch sides. Good. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Good. And then I'm going to turn my right leg, start to stand up on my right knee, straighten the left leg. Left hand to left leg, right arm up and over as I slide that left hand down the left leg. So with anything, we don't want to dump our weight into the hand. We want to use our core to help keep us upright. It's really more of a guide. So if you find yourself supporting yourself completely with that bottom hand, try pulling back a little bit, see what happens. Good, come all the way back up. We're going to turn towards that left leg once more. I'm going to heel toe, outer edge of the left foot, outer edge of the mat, both hands come to the inside. Good, and if you want to find more depth, go for it. More depth is not in my physical vocabulary today. It happens. Good. And then start to slowly pull yourself back. You're going to bring both knees down to the padding or to the mat. Inhale, cat-cow here. Good. Come back to neutral. Bring your knees nice and wide, toes together. Fall back into a child's pose. So your face is probably going to be on the mat. I have a microphone, so I'm here. Take a few breaths. And then you're going to come up onto your fingertips. You're going to walk both hands over to the left-hand side
And then maybe walk the right hand forward a little bit more just to get an extra side body stretch. Keep the shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. And you're welcome to let the head drop here. It doesn't have to be hovering like mine is. Good, walk the hands back through center. And then we're gonna go over to the right hand side. So same thing, but this time if you want, you can walk that left hand slightly forward. Get that bigger left side body stretch. Good, coming back through center. Excellent, and start to walk the hands back towards you. Slowly push your torso back upright. Good, and then you come back into a seated position. Legs long, straight before you. Press the legs into the mat. Inhale the arm up and overhead. Exhale, reach out and over, toes, ankle, shins, wherever you're grabbing. Whew. So I danced for like hours yesterday. And I feel it. It's a good thing, but I'm definitely feeling it. So it's good I get to do this today. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Walk the hands behind you. Now you can come up into reverse plank, which is straight leg, or reverse tabletop with bent knees. You're going to start to lift your hips up, toes coming down to the mat if you have straight leg. You can keep your chin on the chest or you can let your head fall back. Really use the core and the glutes to lift those hips up. Good, and slowly lower the hips back down. Give the legs shake. Right knee's gonna bend, sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Both arms up and overhead. And I want you to line up your sternum, your center line, with your left leg. And you're gonna reach out and over, reaching for the toes, the ankles, the shins, wherever you're grabbing. I like to reach the outside of my left foot with my right hand. If you're not reaching feet, you could even do that with your leg, further up the leg. It doesn't have to be your toes. Don't be so fixated on the toes. And then just get a little bit of a rotation here as you continue to bring the center of your chest towards your left leg, as well as your nose. And you should likely feel this through your right lower hip and your left hamstring. Good. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, bring them down. I'm gonna keep my right knee bent, but I'm gonna bring the sole of the right foot to the mat. I'm gonna sit nice and tall, looking forward, reaching my left arm forward, wrapping it around my right leg. Keep my gaze forward as I reach my right arm up, rotating it behind me so it's in line with my tailbone. It doesn't have to touch it, but in line with it. Big breath in, and then exhale, rotate the right shoulder open and your gaze towards the right. Now your right hip might want to creep back. I want you to think about keeping your right hip level with your left. You might not feel you're getting as much of a stretch in that moment, but you're actually creating more stretch. Good, and then slowly turn the gaze forward. Come out of your little twist here. Straighten the leg, give it a shake if you need it. And we're gonna go to the opposite side. So bending the left knee, sole the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Arms up and overhead as we line up the center of our chest with our right leg. And then we're gonna come out and over. And again, whatever variation you did on the first side, you can repeat here, or you might find that the sides are different that you can't exactly repeat the exact same variation, and that's okay. Just do whatever feels right, whatever feels most natural. And if it means it's pulled back or one's a little bit deeper, that's okay. It's very, very natural to have one side that might be a little bit more muscularly developed or a little bit tighter. Just part of that human experience. And then reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands come down. We're gonna keep that left knee bent as we bring that left foot to the mat. Arm reaches forward and wraps. Left arm up and around behind you as you get big and tall. And then exhale, twist. So remember that little trick from the other side where we're trying to make sure our hips are level with one another. And slowly turn the gaze forward. Unravel. Bring the arms behind you. Give them a shake. Good. And then you're going to go ahead and bend your knees. Remove your battery pack. Hug your hands under your knees, and you're going to come all the way down to the mat. I want you to keep the feet bent, or the knees bent with the feet on the mat. And you're going to pull your heels as close to your glutes as feels right for your knees. Arms at your side, and you're going to press the hips up off the mat. So you feel the pressure or the weight in the shoulders, the back of the neck, the back of the head. Hips are lifting, thinking about pulling your heels towards you. So again, we're getting that hamstring activation here. Good. And then roll down one vertebrae at a time. If it feels good to give a little windshield wiper, go for it. We're going to be doing this again because we know I like to repeat things. Good. So hands at the side, press the feet into the mat and lift the hips. Good. And then you're going to interlace your fingers, or you have the option, interlace them behind you, shimmy onto your shoulders and neck a little bit more, driving the knuckles towards the heels. Keep pulling the heels as you're trying to drag yourself forward by using your feet, getting that hammy activation. Good. Release the hands, arms up and overhead. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Option for a little windshield wiper, or hugging your knees to your chest, or doing absolutely nothing. To each their own. Last time, we're going to level it up. Soles of the feet on the mat, hands at your sides. Press your hips up, up, up. Interlacing the fingers or keeping your hands at your sides. I want you to bring your feet together so your knees are touching. And you're going to press your right leg up towards the sky. Keep pressing into the left hip. Try to keep both hips level. Good. Right foot comes down to meet the left. Keep the hips up. This time, left leg reaches for the sky, pushing. Good. Left knee comes down. Hips come up once more. Option to bring the arms up and overhead. And really take your time rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Nice and easy. All the way down, bringing the tailbone. If you get a pop there, you're welcome. Good. Windshield wiper the legs. And another one that I really like is to come into goddess pose. So my soles of the feet are together and my knees are falling out. And I bring my hands right about to my hip joint and just press the legs down. It just gives me a little bit of traction here that feels amazing. If it does not feel amazing to you, do not do it. It is clearly not something that is going to be meant for you. But for me, I dig it. Good. And then releasing, go ahead and hug the knees to the chest. If you want to do a little happy baby pose here, go ahead and rock and roll with that. Hug the knees to the chest once more. Go ahead and bring the feet down to the mat. Let the legs slide long. Arms at your sides. If you roll the palms up towards the sky, it's going to give you a little extra opening through the chest. Not only allowing for deeper breath, but countering all that shrugging of shoulders and hunching over at desks that we do. And just with each breath, allow another group of muscles to relax. Space between the eyes, the jaw, the back of the neck and the shoulders, lower back, hips, muscles of the thighs, calves, all the way down to all the little muscles in your feet and toes, dropping into just a moment of rest here before we move on. If you have time to stay, you are welcome to stay exactly as you are. If you have things to do, go ahead and start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring the arms up and overhead. First thing in the morning, stretch. Go ahead and bend your knees. Roll onto whatever side you prefer. Rest your head on your arm like a pillow for a moment. Start to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall. Eyes can be closed or open. Hands can be on the knees, the lap, or at the heart center in prayer. Just taking a moment without judgment of recognizing what it is that you feel right now. What you may have learned about yourself, your body. Closing with a final breath of gratitude. Think of whatever it is, whatever moment, whatever person, lesson, experience, object that you're most grateful for right now, whatever bubbles up first. And then start to inhale through the nose. Inhale, 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 sipping more and more air, holding the breath at the top, lowering the chin to chest, sealing in this breath. Lift the chin, exhale, let it go. Blink the eyes open if they're closed. Thank you very much for joining me for this practice today. Drop a comment, let me know if it helps, if there's something more you want, if there's another kind of class you want. I've said it before, I do take requests. And if you haven't already, go ahead and tap the subscribe button so you'll be notified of future classes coming up. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you have a most wonderful day. Go forth and be awesome. Namaste.